podcast that's straight to the point and as honest as Abe Lincoln himself with our daily 10-minute business lessons for the real world. I'm your host, your coach, your teacher, Omar Zenhom. I'm also the co-founder of the $100 MBA, a complete business training and community online. And today you will learn how important is your site design. Some don't give it much importance. Others are fanatical about it. But how much does it actually influence your business and your bottom line? That's what we're going to get into today. Let's find out. Let's get down to business. Today's episode of the $100 MBA Show is brought to you by DaVinci Virtual Office Solutions. DaVinci Virtual provides awesome support solutions for mobile entrepreneurs. They level the playing field for your company so you can achieve maximum potential with minimum overhead. Get a dedicated receptionist to answer all your calls. Get a business address for your business from over 1,000 iconic locations. Doing a mastermind or a meeting, reserve a day office or meeting space right from their app and only pay for what you use. There's no long-term contracts, no equipment to buy, no staff to hire. It's super easy. Get a risk-free trial right now at DaVinciVirtual.com/MBA. That's DaVinciVirtual.com/MBA. Let me start by saying, before I get into the importance of the design of your site, the design is meaningless if your content, what you're actually communicating or being offered on your site, is garbage. Your actual communication, the actual words on the page, what you actually offer people needs to be of value. And if there's one takeaway you can take from today's lesson is that your visitor's experience is what's important. Are they having a valuable experience? Your design either amplifies your message, the words that you use, your communication, or your design is not allowing that communication to be heard. So if you have a good design, it amplifies that message. But if you have a poor design, it doesn't allow your communication to be heard. Now, with that out of the way, design matters, guys. If you look unprofessional, scammy, untrustworthy, you are in the eyes of the visitor. Perception is reality online. So your site design has to set the tone and the expectations for your visitors. You may be professional, you may not be scammy, you might be trustworthy, but if you look that way, if you look untrustworthy and scammy looking, that's the information that's presented to them. They have to come to some conclusion. So you have to make sure that you're presenting them with the information through your design that makes sure they know that you are professional and you are trustworthy. I'm going to get very honest here. The problem with poorly designed websites, other than it doesn't inspire much trust with your audience, is that it's a reflection of bad taste. People that visit your website get this feeling like you don't have good taste, that you have poor taste. You have poor taste in your design, and that might be a reflection of your actual products and services. Do you see how this can really affect your business? Again, perception is reality. If they see something that's poorly designed, they're going to think that your products are going to be poor. What other conclusion can they come up with? Your website design is a reflection of your quality. Here's another principle. Your website should serve as an experience, a conversation with you and your audience about their struggles and how you are going to serve them right now in overcoming those struggles. You want them to enjoy the experience on your site. Say, wow, this is cool. There's so much I want to check out. Let me bookmark this site because I want to come back again. That's the experience you should have. A great looking website can give you a huge advantage. It can help you stand out from the crowd. Your design is so important because you work so hard to get a visitor to your website through social media, or maybe even the content that you create and people find you through Google. Don't squander that opportunity to win the visitors' hearts. Win them over with the way you present yourself with the design of your website. There is no one way to be when it comes to your design. You could be corporate, you could be personal, you could be casual, but the point is you have to inspire trust and credibility with your design. That's the bottom line. And I encourage you to not try to be everything. Don't try to cram everything in there. Just be you and focus on that. Don't distract your visitors with a whole bunch of different things like social media feeds and multiple calls to action. Again, a website is an experience. Don't make them feel like they're at Times Square with various random info being blasted at them. Your design should help facilitate clear communication and your purpose. What's the purpose of this website? Now, you might be thinking, well, how do I make sure I have a great design? What if I'm on a budget? What if I can't afford, a great designer to design my website for like $5,000, $10,000, $15,000? Don't worry, guys. I got you covered. We're going to talk about that in a bit, but we're going to take a quick break so I can give some love to today's sponsor, DaVinci Virtual. DaVinci Virtual Office Solutions is a great way for you to be a big player in your market without a lot of big player costs. You only pay for the services you need. So if you need a receptionist to pick up phone calls, you can get that. And if you don't get that many calls, you don't pay that much. Are you a traveler or a business that really doesn't have a physical location? Get a killer business address from over 1,000 iconic locations with DaVinci Virtual. You want to do an in-person meeting? You want to meet clients in a big city? You want to run an event, a one-day event, a 3-day event? There are meeting spaces that you can book online with DaVinci Virtual, and you only pay for what you use. See, DaVinci helps entrepreneurs become bigger. They give your business a powerful image and support you so you can focus on your talents and grow. There's no long-term contracts, no equipment to buy, no staff to hire, and they make it super easy. Get a risk-free trial right now at DaVinciVirtual.com/MBA. That's DaVinciVirtual.com/MBA. All right, we know that design is important, but what do you do if you want a really well-designed website to have a great experience for your audience, but you're on a budget? You don't have much money. That's okay. You could still have a great experience. You have a few options. First of all, if you're on a really tight budget, here's a rule of thumb. If you're designing your own website using a website builder or maybe some simple HTML, go with a minimalist design. Keep it clean and keep it simple. Wide open spaces, because you can't go wrong with that. You can't go wrong with keeping it clean. That gives you a great look. It shows that you have taste, and it's simple to do. One of the simplest ways to do this clean, minimalist design is through Squarespace. Squarespace is a sponsor here on the $100 MBA show, and they offer a discount to listeners. So if you want to start with Squarespace, it's quite inexpensive. We're talking about starting at $8 a month, and you get a 10% discount with our link. You could just visit squarespace.com/MBA. If you're using WordPress, there's tons of WordPress themes you can find that have a minimalist design that makes it a lot easier for you to just start putting in great content. One of the resources we use is themeforest.net. They have plenty of WordPress templates you could check out there. Again, just try to find a clean design. It's the safest way to make sure your site looks great. Now, obviously, if you can't afford a designer, if you are a designer yourself, if you do know how to code, or you use a website builder, then go ahead, take the time to invest in building and designing a great website. Your website is not static. It keeps growing. It keeps improving. We've modified and changed our website designs on many of our brands, like Business Republic, like the $100 MBA's website, like Webinar Ninja's website. So it's a work in progress. Just get started, have something up there, put your content up there, and keep tweaking, keep improving. All right, guys, that wraps up today's lesson. If you found it beneficial, if you loved it, let us know what you loved about it. What part of this lesson was most beneficial? What was your aha moment? What is one takeaway you found most valuable? Let us know. Just tap on the cover art on your iPhone right now. There's a little link that says give us an iTunes rating and review. Click on that link and let us know through an iTunes rating and review. We'd love to hear from you. Guys, don't forget on the weekends, Saturdays and Sundays, it's Q&A weekends on the $100 MBA show. We would love to hear your questions. We'd love to answer them. I answer a question every day of the weekend. So every Saturday, every Sunday, I answer a question. Just tweet at me on Twitter @BizRepublic, and I'll definitely get to your question. We'll put it in the spreadsheet and make sure we cover it on Q&A weekends. All right, guys, I want to leave you with this. I don't want you to feel overwhelmed, like, oh my gosh, I got to redesign my whole website. Is it scammy? Is it ugly looking? The best way to know this is to try to find some people in your circle, friends, family, colleagues, that can give you some honest advice. People that are going to tell you have food in your teeth, that will tell you the honest truth because they're looking out for you. Don't ask people that just give you flattery. That's fine and dandy, but right now you need critical feedback to find out if you need to change your website or to get feedback on a website you're developing. Or ask your audience members. Ask them, what do you think of this new website design? You can do some screenshots if you like before it goes live. The point is that don't design in isolation. Share with other people so you can get some different perspectives and some great insights. All right, guys, I'll check you in tomorrow's lesson. I'll see you then. Take care.